All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, an all-new episode you don't want to miss. Nelson Torres here, along with Tyler Cage, very controversial individual.
You could say that.
Yeah, and we have the WTF World's Heavyweight Champion, Chris Angels.
That's right, Chris Angels is here.
And it's not a conspiracy, right?
No, it's not a conspiracy.
So how to say that. Anyway, so last week we did a WrestleMania episode, but now we have an all-new episode. We'll get to that. Plus, who knows who might be here in a moment. But first, Wrestling Outlaws starts right now. How you doing, guys? And welcome, an all-new Wrestling Outlaws. After last week, we showed a WrestleMania experience episode. You know, I went to Philly about a few weeks ago just to show everybody what we did and everything. So, but nonetheless, Nelson Torres here this week, as always, ladies and gentlemen, along with the very controversial, always controversial, Tyler Cage.
What is controversial? Yeah, I keep saying this is controversial.
You do realize you talk a lot.
I talk a lot of shit, but I also back it up too.
Not all the time. We'll get to that later. Anyway, and you're a security guard for tonight?
I guess you could say that. This case if something gets crazy, you know.
Well, you're his security here?
Yeah. Guess you could say that.
I don't need security.
I know you don't, but shit. Maybe I'm the one that needs security. It's whatever. Shit.
Yeah, you might need that sometimes. But speaking of that, we have here the WTF World's Heavyweight Champion, Chris Angels.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
man.
very best.
I'm doing my thing, man. I'm holding 5 titles. I'm going all over the world.
Yeah, let's talk about that too, actually.
Yes.
You've been not just defending this title, but
Yeah, I go all over the place. I'm defending this title. You understand? Defend the WX title. I defend the Beast Mode Championship belts. I defend the Howard Tag Team titles. WX Tag Team Champion now. And now, you know, I'm holding this title too, and I'm defending these belts all over the world. Now, I made a good name for myself. You know, I'm really head above all shoulders. You understand? Just like how I beat Nunzio. You understand? I beat him in the middle of the ring.
I've seen some of them on YouTube. You're on YouTube, by the way. So
thank you.
Everybody wants to check out. They're on YouTube as well.
Yeah, Phenomenal Beast. If you're looking for me, Chris Angels, Phenomenal Beast.
I mean, WWX in general.
And WX, yeah, in general. But, you know, I have my own YouTube channel. If you want to follow Chris Angels, Phenomenal Beast, yes, you could find
Phenomenal Beast.
Yes.
And now, to clarify something, you just mentioned Beast Mode Championship. What is the Beast Mode Championship?
That's a Puerto Rico thing happening in Puerto Rico only. You only could get that belt if you wrestle like guys like Carlito and Savio Vega. Now I just found out that's running with those guys.
Okay.
And I am the current world champion right now.
Okay. So you flew to Puerto Rico to actually wrestle there.
They came here to us.
They came here. Okay.
Yes, and they lost the title, and I took it.
You've defeated them here in the Bronx, or in
now,
New York in general.
Yeah, New York in general. And now I got to go out there and I'm gonna go smoke.
Oh wow! Have you been to Puerto Rico and actually defended?
Well, no, not yet. This will be my first time. The end of the summer, I got to defend this title, and I'll probably retain. You understand? Depending what Puerto Rico is, you know, you never know what they gotta have out there. You know, it's my first time going out there. I don't know what to expect. You know, but I do know I'm not going alone. You understand? I'm always got everything planned out. You understand? Like I move a certain way. You understand? I'm the guy when I step over there. You understand? Everybody wants to be the guy.
Now, also, Tyler Cage, I know you were here almost 2 weeks ago. Oh, actually, almost 3 weeks ago. And the last time we spoke, you were saying all this stuff about Angelo. And Angelo finally responded and says, end quote, and we can even show that real quick.
Listen, I don't even think we need to really show it. I already know what the idiot said.
Well,
it's no surprise.
Well,
I mean, seriously, no. I hear what you're going to say, and I know exactly what you're going to say.
Yeah,
I was
what am I
standing
going
there
to
when I
say?
said it. I mean, he had the audacity every time he talks, it's either me, it's either my wife, or it's somebody that's irrelevant to even talking about.
Well, just to give context, this is what Angelo said last time, and then we'll get back to that really quick.
Right now, you saw the proof. He told Ace Bradley no. So therefore, I declare, now you can make the match official. Ace Bradley versus Angelo Vega for the WTF Universe. And you saw everybody. You saw it on camera. He said no.
But not for nothing.
What did you think? You was just gonna jump the line? No. This is how wrestling is done, Nelson. You have matches to earn the match you want. He turned it down, so fuck him. I'm done with him.
All right, so that was what Angelo said 2 weeks ago. And since then, and he is even as early as today, he says he's done, that's it. I'm not responding back to whatever you even say today. He wouldn't even respond to say a hello. So, much less anything else.
Listen, I am glad that Chris Angel is here right now because at the end of the day let me tell you something. You know, everybody likes to talk about Angelo. Everybody likes to talk about, you know, his Universal title.
Right.
But let's be honest. When was the last time he defended that title? When was the last time? When Chris Angel basically won the world title. When he challenged him. No, you know what he did? He took the coward's way out and said, no, you're going to face Ace Bradley. The same dude who basically got beat by the royal family. In the quickest faction, didn't even know what he was doing and got beat because he didn't know.
So you're saying that Chris Angel, as the WTF World Champion, has been defending that title more than Angel defending the Universal Championship?
Yes.
Okay, that's a fair assessment to say.
Well, I am defending the title everywhere I go, you know.
You travel all over the world.
I travel all over the world. Fair enough. You understand? And
I mean, why is it the fact that he should basically, let's just say for instance, why does it a factor why he shouldn't basically after his first title defense he should lose it? Why? Why should he lose it? And a guy like Angelo Vega runs his mouth, talks about my family, talks about my family, talks about my wife, all that shit, and says, "Oh, I'm not gonna lose the title to anybody."
Well, first things first.
Who the hell is he?
It seems like it's hard to defeat Chris Angel at this point in time.
And you think Angelo Vega is
capable of
is capable of being on his level? Try going into WX. Try going into WX and facing one of those guys and see if Angelo comes out on top.
But let me ask you, Chris. Do you think Angelo will be able to beat you in a match?
Well,
in any way?
Well,
like,
listen,
there'll be a lot of strategies to get into that.
Of course. You know, the only thing I can say is that, you know, I don't know how Angelo works in the ring. I do know how I work in the ring. I face a lot of competitors all the time. I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. But I am going to say is, if people would like to see champion versus champion, I don't mind fighting the man and find out who is the solidified champion. You understand? That's the only way we get down to business. It should not be two champions. It should be only one. And this is the main goal that everybody touched, that's prestige. Legends touch this, right? So if the legends touch this, then the only thing we can find out is putting these two men in the ring, and one man must walk out champion.
And since when did Angelo, as he said before, you were the one that basically makes the matches, right? You're the one this is your company. Since when does he start making matches for everybody else? I have no issue with Ace Bradley. Have no issue with Happy the Clown. Have no issue.
But before
my only issue is that when it comes to Angelo Vega, he started this whole issue when he mentioned my damn wife. This got nothing to do with her. She's not a competitor. She's not a wrestling in this company. I am.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I like the fact that Angelo Vega and him going at it, the bucket of AIDS thing.
My goodness.
It's so
I don't know where to start with
It's
that.
funny, but it's kind of getting boring.
I'm sorry.
To be honest.
It's boring for you, but this is like the best show to watch when it comes down to
A lot of people have been saying that lately.
Okay, so it's great. It's great for views. Keep on watching WTF if you want to see the controversy.
But when you mentioned about legends touching that title, yes, this championship has been around since 1995. Angelo has held the title himself at least 6 times.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, so then let me ask you a question.
Okay.
He said he's held the title 6 times, right? Why the hell did he vacate it in the Battle Royal, since we're already talking about it? Why did he vacate it? Knowing that I couldn't. He said that yes, you're right. Every man for themselves in that Battle Royal. But let's be honest.
But you know the last champion before him was Trigger, and then he had to
Yes, but it was a Battle Royal. That Battle Royal, anybody could have became champion, right?
Correct.
Remember, Chris Angel was not supposed to be technically World Heavyweight Champion. And he ended up having.
Did you had a strategy of going into this Battle Royal or something?
No, like I said.
Did you actually thought you had a chance of winning that Battle Royal?
Against Cole Bradley,
almost close to a year already.
Listen, after my match against Cole Bradley, I had no idea what was going to happen. All I know is they told me I was going over. That was it.
Here's something even I know. There's no strategy going into a Battle Royal.
No, there isn't.
No, it's not.
And Angelo Vega wants to talk about that. If he was in there, he would have thrown my ass out. Yeah, good luck with that. Maybe me and Chris Angel would have teamed up and probably throw your ass out. to be honest.
Right, and speaking of champions, there is a gentleman not far from here who actually held this title himself a long time ago. And he's actually walking over here. We have, ladies and gentlemen, the WTF United-Continental champion himself and the Battle Rumble winner from 2023, Happy the Clown.
He don't look too happy.
He's never looking too happy.
What? What do you want? What?
Do you want a seat? I can grab you one right now. There's one right over here.
Duh.
All right, thank you, Mr. Unholy. All right, so we just put here for Mr. United-Continental champion, the Battle Rumble winner, and you were the WTF World Champion.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
Yes. So, and
Good
Chris Angel
memories,
is
good
current.
memories, good
Yeah,
memories.
he's the current
I'm
and
the
the
current guy.
24th
Okay.
WTF champion. And you know that.
I
And
want to
you-
hear your side, Happy. I want to hear what you got to say.
This is what.
So
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it a.
So you just want to talk about what's been going on in the last couple of weeks?
I'm going to keep it a buck.
Go for it.
Chris Angel, I respect the guy. Want to know why I respect him? Because, like me, we both from the Bronx and we came from nowhere, and we have to scrap and scrap and scrap to get where we at. You offered me a title shot, which I told you back in the days I don't do belts.
Yes,
But
you
you kept insisting. So I went from hardcore, tag team, Intercontinental, United-Continental, USA, and then the world champion. And when I was at the world champion, we was making money, we was doing shows in other states, we was going everywhere. But things happen, circumstances happen, private lives happened, and you had to disappear. I had to relinquish, and everything. The reason I got problems, the problem with people now is that the buchinche,
A lot of talking.
a lot of talking.
Yes.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck with that also. Chris, first day I met you, I was like, cool guy, man, cool guy. Invited me into his house. We had fun and everything. But things happened and people didn't want to take accountability of their actions.
Okay.
They blamed the whole world, but not themselves. Even started saying things that wasn't true.
That's crazy.
And the funny part is, I had to go. It's not a shoot, but the thing is, I was almost out of here. I was almost out of here because I couldn't take what nobody wanted to see.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I've always been a company guy, even though I hate the shit you do.
Yeah. I hate
You talking
this-
about the Tuesday night stuff? You're talking
No, not
No,
that.
just in general wrestling.
Just in general wrestling.
We love you, but we hate the shit you do. You're a Vince McMahon.
I mean,
Yeah, but I don't shit on people. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
That's the only
so when
Just saying.
every day I get up, I see the news feed, I see this man doing what he's doing. It makes me proud because I'm a vet. I've been in this for years, and he's doing it the right way.
Right.
Now, that saying, I always wanted to get in the ring with you. And now we have that chance. I'm not going to talk some of my say, I'm going to break you or whatever, whatever.
of course.
Why? Because I'm actually getting something I haven't had so many years, an actual wrestling match. I am tired of going in the ring and beating the shit out of people. I just want to have a match. I just want to show everyone why all these years, I always called myself the measuring stick. I have a background in collegiate wrestling. This is not like I just wanted to be this because I saw it on TV. I was doing this in elementary school, high school, kicked out of college because I suplexed someone in the back of the neck from it. But this is what it is. But that being said, I want to talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Now, see, my problem with Vincent, Tyler, whatever, I like how you say things and you don't recall what you say.
Like, explain. What do you mean?
Your first episode here on WTF, you called this man and WTF a cancer. I mean, WWX a cancer.
Yes, he did.
You did that. Now, hate to say this, you're so far up his ass. I'm surprised you don't know how his shit tastes.
Wow.
You say you're individual and you're undefeated. You lost 2 times to Shawn Jenkins, perfect Shawn Jenkins. You
Actually,
don't.
once.
Doesn't matter, dude. You lost. But you're
lost.
going around telling everybody you dominate because you beat the Power Ranger? Yeah, okay, cool. You did that. But my thing is, I'm over there standing and I hear you writing his coattails. You're talking about what he did, what he's done. What have you done? And to keep it frank, you disrespected him by bringing another belt from another organization and to this organization and claim that, oh, I could beat anybody because I got this belt from bada, 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 bada.
He's referring to the unsanctioned title that you brought in a few weeks ago.
So,
Let him finish.
I'm not finished. You know,
So-
I can't misrespect.
So, I got a proposition. You say you are the dominating force? Put your belt on the line. In fact, I'll make it up the ante. Fight me for my belt and for your belt. Title per title.
That sounds fair enough.
Now, you could say yes, and it could be a win-win situation for you. The win is that if you beat me, you get this. If you lose, you gain the respect of everyone from the back room, the boys, because you actually got in the ring with someone that's been in the business for a while.
Fair enough.
I don't hate you, but I don't like you. And the thing is like the reason is that, like I said, don't take credibility of your own actions. And don't give me a question like, tell me this. I will tell you this. My resume speaks just as much as his. But you came up here and said, oh, Happy's old. Happy's not training. How do you know I'm not training? Because I'm not where you're training at? That's one. 2, I'm 51 years old and I'm still doing this. I don't need nobody saying I am not doing this. And to make it straight, you go up and say, oh, what did Happy get that title shot? He won a battle royal. Here's the sad part. I won the battle royal. Did you?
It's true.
This is not about hate. I'm not going to call you a bucket of AIDS or whatever.
Which is a little too much.
Why
No,
not?
I'm going to be honest with
It's
you.
funny.
I'm going to be honest with you.
You gotta keep it going.
I'm going to be honest with you. Angelo done worse.
Oh, yes.
Angelo
Oh, yeah.
done worse.
Oh, where do we start from that, right?
If you ever followed WTF back in the days, your bucket of AIDS thing going on is a molehill right about now. Angelo has look what he did to Billy Blade.
Yeah.
Look what he did to a bunch of wrestlers. Look what he tried to do with me, and I had to confront him face to face. You don't need to beat him, but you need to get in the ring with him.
You need to prove your point.
You got to prove your point. Right. Talking back, getting angry.
Yeah.
You got to understand. You got to understand. A wise man let the fool talk.
You're right.
Go do your thing. Stop bitching and moaning. Stop.
The same way how you was built on respect, I was built on respect, as I've stated before. Okay? The difference between, first of all, I was suspended for 3 months because of me attacking him. Because I felt like, 1, I let myself down. 2, the gimmick that I was trying to portray, I felt like I was trying to be like somebody else. And I was trying to be like you. And that was kind of fucked up on my part. Respectfully, I'm being honest. And you have to go back and you have to see what fits you. And I finally came up with something that is different from everything else. Just be myself. That's all I can do is be myself. And that's the gimmick that I'm trying to do is just be myself. But what Angelo did is disrespect my family. You talked about my mother. You talked about my girl. that is something I can't take when it comes to disrespect. I don't care what you say about me. But you talking about my family? If you got a problem with me, we can settle in the ring. Why doesn't it have to get personal? 3 months ago, I basically attacked you, which I did, because I felt like I let myself down. And when I did that, I basically came back, and all I did was, you asked him, oh, how do you feel about Tyler Cage basically being suspended? He's like, well, he may be suspended, but at least he's still home with his wife. Come on, man. And then you want to make a joke out of it, and then you continue to do it. All I did was basically said, I'm a guy here that's still basically competing. The last time you competed was for the tag team titles, and then you complained about how you injured your leg. Come on, man. And what have you done since? Nothing. A guy like me, I went through a match between, yes, I had a match with Shawn Jenkins, and I lost. Also had a match with Dark Angel, which is known as Shadow. Had a match with him. I beat him. Same thing with freaking Cole Bradley. What has Angelo Vega done since except run his mouth and sit on his damn couch? Look at Happy the Clown. He defended his United-Continental title against Ace Bradley. That's why I respect Happy the Clown, because he defends his championship. He does what a true champion does. And now he's going against Chris Angel. So yeah, would I take that challenge against Happy? You're damn right I would. Because I want to fight somebody that's going to basically bring out the best in me. Now, like I said, I would have taken that. I did call out Angelo at that time. But you know what he did? He basically gave me Ace Bradley. Ace Bradley just lost the tag team titles. Now, this ain't about championships. It's about what your resume proves. And from what I've been seeing about Ace Bradley, he's been losing a match after match after match. Come on, man. That doesn't do anything for me. What does that do for me? Yeah, it boosts my ratings, but it doesn't do anything for me. Because if you're losing and then I end up losing against him, what does that do for me? It's not about wins or losses. I mean, yes, winning and losing does matter in the wrestling business. It does matter.
You're trying to prove the respect.
Yes.
It don't matter, like I said, it don't matter if you lose the match. It's the respect.
But at the end of the day, I challenged Angelo Vega because he disrespected me as a man. He disrespected my family. You should have had the guts to fucking face me.
In wrestling, you got to deal with that. This is wrestling.
So you're supposed to talk about somebody's family?
Nigga, I'll talk about your girl, family, kids, mommy, everything.
I'm gonna be honest.
Grandma,
Right.
everybody getting talked about.
It's called getting a mental
I want to get in your head.
I'm gonna be in your head. But see, you also kind of threw your wife in the middle. And I'll be honest. All right. With your segment with your wife talking about I'm here to make a statement. A statement of what? You're the man that's supposed to be it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be there. Now, if your wife jumps in the ring and get knocked the hell out.
She's a competitor.
She's a competitor.
She gotta get knocked out.
You know, like you say, you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk.
See,
and your and your wife had talked so much. And
yeah, but in total fairness, that's the strategy thing I was telling you about earlier. So Angelo's using that as a strategy to get to your head.
And you're falling for it.
Well, only thing I can see is...
Well, to be honest, not really, because all I did was respond. I mean, if you really look at it,
but
I've
that's
been
how you fight
talking.
for it.
See, he's been talking about me. All I've been talking about is Cole Bradley, because that's who I'm facing. Angelo is not even a thought of in my mind at this point, because like I said, he keeps saying the same thing. It's boring to me. Yeah, it may be not boring to everybody else, but it's kind of boring.
All right, so let's talk about this. You said out your mouth, you understand? You brung this title. He just challenged you for your champion versus champion out of respect.
And I accept.
And you accept.
Yes.
Right.
You understand?
Now, here's the thing. If you lose, and I keep it real, you will. I don't want to hear no complaints. I don't want to hear nothing. Your wife gets in, believe me, she will get suplexed. You need to understand this and your Anarchy 99. This ain't the federation you came from. You barely survived WWX. Me, I'm a whole different animal. I've seen this man. Power galore. He reminds me of Taz in the great days of ECW. Me, I have a wrestling background of breaking anybody's bones. I'm a technician of technicians. What I see out of you, you're worried about a gimmick. You're worried about mind games. What if, what's his name? Cole
Bradley.
beats him.
The Power Ranger guy you talking about?
Yeah, the Power Ranger guy that I'm talking about.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Like, he kind of beat you down in the subway.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say, oh, I beat him and everything. You gotta got your ass kicked in the subway, buddy boy. And this is what me and Chris Angel was gonna say, because both of us from the streets, it doesn't look good for you.
Yeah, I really don't.
It doesn't.
A shot at the
United-Continental.
The United-Continental. I know I will get a shot at the world title, but right now, the whole point is I need to focus on Coach Bradley because he challenged me to a no disqualification false count anywhere. Anything goes at that moment. I can end up being injured without even having to, anything can happen.
Well,
Anything can happen.
He beat you up on the subway.
Yes. So right now, I'm not challenging anybody.
Huh?
I'm going to focus on Cole Bradley.
Well, good for you.
So to the record, I want this to be noticed. Did not challenge Happy the Clown. Did not accept the challenge. Because I know eventually, when the time comes, I know we are going to. I mean, like I said, I'm officially in WTF. I know we're going to square. But right now, I'm focusing on Cole Bradley.
Well, that's awesome. Well, that's good. All right, so we cleared that way because
Yes.
right now, because we have a little bit of time, but so at least we got that cleared in the air, right,
Yes.
Happy?
Huh?
We got that out of the way? Good.
Oh,
So anyway, just want to thank Tyler Cage for once behaving himself.
Yeah.
So at least I think, and you know the United-Continental champion, Happy the Clown. Yeah, I know. Yeah, good guy. And Chris Angel, the WTF World Heavyweight Champion.
That's right.
Thank you for coming by.
I mean,
it's
like,
been
the
an
only thing is, you don't have to like somebody in order to respect.
Well, that's true.
I mean, remember, I mean, if it wasn't for Yatsu, I wouldn't even, if it wasn't for Chris Angel even helping me train, and I'm not trying to kiss nobody's ass, just saying. If it wasn't for him even giving me the opportunity, because when I was in FWF, I wasn't getting shit. Let's be honest.
It's what it is.
But let's be honest. I'm just being honest. If it wasn't for Yatsu right here, I wouldn't be here right now.
Well, there you go. Well, it's what it
Be
is.
honest.
But thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for watching WTF Wrestling. We're going to have a new episode next week, knock on wood. And thank you again, everybody, for coming by. And we'll definitely see you next week in an all-new episode of Wrestling Outlaws you don't want to miss.